Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where in the world you are. Today, we're going to talk about this paradox where we say, I need more sales, but we need more sales, but we can't be needy. If we're needy, we actually chase the sales away. And so, we all want faster sales. We want business to happen at a faster pace, but you can't force sales to occur. You can't force people to buy. People buy when they're ready. Um, you know, when people come to the conclusion this is something good for me, then and only then they make the purchase decision. And the thing is so we want to increase our sales and we want to push, but push being pushy as a salesperson is the enemy. You don't want to be pushy. You want to be pulley. You want people to pull you over the goal line. You don't want to push people. You don't want pressure in any form. Pressure is the enemy in sales. So the problem is, too many people are chasing the sale instead of getting chased by the customers. And, one of the lessons I learned is that the harder my marketing works, the easier my selling goes. And so if you're chasing and you're pushing, you're being a little bit too much sales and you're not really depending on your marketing. And so look, the solution is we need to improve our process. We need to pay attention to the clues. We need to be present with the people that we're serving. Okay. And there's this really great metaphor, it's about the farmer. The farmer doesn't force the apples to be ripe at the right time. The farmer doesn't force the avocados to be ripe. You can't force a baby to be ready. It takes 9 months for a baby. You can't force a baby to come out in 7 months. Okay. It's too dangerous. Okay. And so what does the farmer do? The farmer has a couple of responsibilities. They plant seeds and then they nurture their crop. They water their crop. And the farmer does something very interesting. Each day he walks his orchard and he looks, this one's not ready. This one's not ready. This one's ready. And then he harvests the apple or he harvests the avocado. And so what the farmer does that's really special is you want to be there when it's now. You want to be there when it's now. Okay. Today the apples are not ready. Today the avocados are not ready. Today the grapes are not ready. And so what we want to do is be there when it's now. There is this thing called a gestation period. Okay. And you know what? It feels good when you get the call. You've talked to somebody, you've marketed to them, you've given your presentation, and they're not ready. But it feels really good when you get the call and they say, I'm ready to get started. I want to tell you a story about one of my clients, Akash. I met him, I worked with him for a short period of time several years ago. And then he came back to me like a year and a half later. He's like, Joe, I want to work with you for a full year. And he goes, how much do you want to charge me for a full year? And I quoted him a price. He says, Joe, I know how much value you offer. I know that you're going to help me a lot. I'm going to pay you more than what you're asking me. And he told me he's going to pay me $500 more than the price I quoted him. And my response was, I love you. So look, as much as you want to push, don't be pushy. As much as you need to get more sales, don't be needy. You want to own the price. Instead of asking, am I worthy of the client, you need to start asking, is the client worthy of me? If you know your value, and you plant seeds and nurture them and be there when it's now, you're going to be fine. Look, sales are an important part of any business, and as they generate revenue and keep the company running. However, it's important to approach sales in a way that doesn't come across as needy or desperate. Here's some tips on how to increase sales without being needy. Number one, understand your target market. Before you can effectively sell to someone, you need to understand who they are and what they need. Research your target and create a customer persona to help you guide your sales efforts. Number two is build trust. Trust is a key factor in the sales process. To build trust with potential customers, be transparent about your products and services and listen to their needs and concerns. Like I said, be present. Number three is focus on the value of your product or service. Instead of focus on making the sale, focus on the value the product or service can bring to the customer. This shift in focus can help you come across as more helpful and less pushy. Number four is use social proof. Social proof is a psychological phenomenon where people look at the actions of others to guide their own behavior. So, by sharing customer testimonials and case studies, you can show potential customers that others have found value in your products or services. And number five is follow up, but don't be pushy. It's important to follow up with potential customers, but be mindful of how you do it. Don't overwhelm them with constant emails or calls, and respect their decision if they're not interested. Overall, the key to increasing sales without being needy is to focus on building trust and providing value to potential customers. By doing so, you'll be able to create long-term relationships with your customers and drive sustainable growth for your business. So, you know, uh, I know you need more sales, but don't be needy. I know that you want to push, you have this new year, you've got this desire to grow and make things happen. Um, but when the client's ready, the client will raise their hand and let you know, hey, I'm ready now. And you just need to trust the process, that if you can truly make somebody's life better, they will eventually come around and say, you know what, I'm ready now. One of the things I've learned is, a lot of people hesitate to make that purchase from you because there's a cost to doing business with you. But one of the things that's really important to point out to people: what's the cost of not doing business with you? What's the cost of keeping the problem? What's the cost of not having the problem solved? Because that can be really, really expensive. You don't need to push people. Once you start to understand that you have the goodies, you have the prize, you have the solution to their problems, then once you realize I'm not bubble along, I got the golden ticket. Once you understand and appreciate that I can change your life in profound ways, I am an agent of transformation. Once you realize that I genuinely want to help you and I can help you, but it's ultimately up to you to make that decision, then you will do that. Back in the day, they did this thing called transactional analysis, which was parent, child, adult. Everybody has a parent part, a child part, and an adult part. And they found the most effective combination in sales is to be 80% nurtures parent. I care about you. I care about your circumstances. I care about helping you improve your life, improve your conditions, improve your business, improve your health. 80% nurtures parent. And then, but 20% but in order to get all that nurturing and in order to get all that caring, you need to be an adult. I'm speaking from an adult to an adult. You need to be an adult and make that decision. And so 80% nurtures parent, 20% adult, and keep your child in the car with the windows rolled down. There's no place for that in the selling transaction. So we'll need sales, but don't be needy, because it'll scare people away. This is Joe Nicasio, your business advisor. God bless you, and have an amazing new year, new day, new week, new month, life.